welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about indoor cats and making sure that you can provide your indoor cat with the best quality of life possible. This can be challenging for indoor cats because a lot of a cat's natural instincts and behaviors aren't able to be expressed in an indoor environment. However, it can be really important to keep your cat indoors for their safety. It's a known fact that indoor cats do have a longer lifespan and are often healthier, and it's also a lot better for the bird population and outdoor cats that do catch mice and things like that. They can get sick. Life outdoors for a cat is just a lot more dangerous, and it's always recommended to keep your cat indoors for their safety and for their health. However, keeping them indoors can be challenging because there are behaviors that cats need to act out to live a happy and fulfilled. When they're indoors, it's harder for them to do. Indoor cats are restricted from expressing a range of natural behaviors. These behaviors include climbing and stalking, exploring, scratching, exchanging scents with other cats, hunting, and also communicating and just interacting with other cats and other animals. This can be very frustrating for your indoor cat, which can lead to misbehaving and cats doing things that you don't really enjoy, and behavioral problems such as misusing the litter box, which means going to the bathroom in inappropriate places or scratching on furniture that you don't want them to scratch on. And they can also lead to health issues like weight gain. So I'm going to talk about some ways that you can try to prevent this from happening to your cat and to help them express those natural behaviors that are really beneficial for their overall quality of life. So I'm going to be talking about hunting, climbing, scratching, and playing, which are 4 really important things for your cat. The first thing that you can do is provide your cat with toys and ways to hunt or forage for their food. So you want to use toys that will encourage them to work for their food. Cats, of course, in the wild aren't fed food in a bowl, and they have to work for their food. So you can make them work for their food by using puzzle toys. I even use just an ice cube tray, because then they have to use their paws and think a little bit instead of just eating without thinking. The second thing that you can do is interactive play. This means actually playing with your cat, not just providing them with toys and letting them play on their own, but actually taking the time. It can be about 5 minutes a day, which isn't much, and playing with your cat. When you play with your cat, you want to mimic how prey would act. So some cats like toys that move in the air, like wand toys, and some cats like toys that move on the ground, similar to how a snake would move. So figure out what your cat likes. And then you want to mimic how your cat would hunt for an animal. So think of the animals that cats hunt, which are birds, mice, rodents, and you want to follow the natural sequence of how a cat would hunt. So cats, they stalk, they chase, they catch, bite, and release, and then they repeat the process. They like to play with their food. So they don't just catch the animal and then that's the end. They go through the process a few times before they're satisfied. And you also want to think about how prey would move. So a bird or a rodent or a reptile wouldn't run up to your cat and wiggle themselves in front of your cat's face. They would be hiding around corners and moving slowly and then quickly, dashing and trying to stay hidden. But at the same time, you want to give your cat the chance and the opportunity to catch the toy. So you need a balance between the two. You don't want to make it too hard and you don't want to make it too easy for your cat. So real prey moves away, real prey hides. And by doing this and moving the toy or the string or whatever you're using, wand toys are really great for this because you have the ability to change how the toy moves while keeping your hand and arm far away from your cat so you don't get scratched by mistake. By doing this, your cat is really challenging their mind. They're getting a lot of mental stimulation and physical exercise at the same time. They kind of have to think of a strategy and how they can ambush the toy. They'll probably hide behind the couch or the chair or do something and then pounce. So just think of the order that cats will hunt and stalk. which is stalk, chase, catch, and then they usually do a bite and then they release and they'll repeat. So just keep that in mind while you're playing and try to mimic exactly how prey would act in the wild. And let your cat run, pounce, bite, do all the natural cat things. Cats really do love the chase and the hunt. And usually a sequence or a play sequence would last about 10 to 20 minutes, 20 minutes at the max. Some cats, elderly cats, even 5 minutes is more than enough. The third behavior, scratching. You want to figure out how your cat naturally likes to scratch. So some cats like to scratch on the ground or on the carpet. Some cats like to scratch on vertical surfaces like the couch or the wall. So kind of figure out what your cat likes the most and then provide them with an object or a way that they can scratch. This could be attaching a small piece of carpet to the wall or to the floor. That is just for them to use. Scratching posts are great. Cat trees with places that they can scratch are great. Scratching is a very natural behavior, and it's a way of cats leave their scent and their mark. They actually mark the objects that they are scratching. And it's also really good for their claws. A really great place to position objects for your cat to scratch are in doorways or next to doorways or entrances, because these are places that the cat will most likely want to leave their scent. And when cats scratch, they are releasing their scent onto the object that they are scratching. Also, by their bed is a great place where they like to leave their scent to mark their territory. The next behavior that I'm going to talk about is climbing. Cats see the world differently than we do. They see the world very vertically and we see the world very horizontally. Cats crave the opportunity to see the world from up high. This is why tall cat towers are a really great thing to have, and perches up high that your cat can sit and relax in peace are really enjoyable for your cat, where they can watch the world below them. A great place to position these are near windows so they can watch the world outside. You can even provide some bird feeders outside that your cat can watch through the window to give them some entertainment and something to do during the day. Cats do also enjoy watching a busy street and just observing the world from a high position. The next behavior that I'm going to talk about includes plants. Outdoor cats love to chew on grass, and it really can help their digestive system. You can mimic this by growing indoor plants that are safe for your cats to munch on. People that have plants and cats often complain that their cats are eating their plants. And this is a very normal behavior for a cat, and you can prevent that by growing plants that your cat will naturally go to, such as a little bowl of or pot of cat grass. You can research plants that are safe for cats to eat and then put this plant in an area that your cat frequents often. Your cat will be more likely to eat this plant and this grass over your other plants. Some great choices are catnip, grass, thyme, sage, parsley, wheat, or oats. You can experiment and see what your cat likes the best. The last thing that I'm going to mention is training. So I think it's great to consider clicker training or just training your cat in general. Cats can actually learn very similar to dogs. They can learn to sit, they can learn lie down, they can learn to give you a high five, jump in your lap, jump over your leg or your arm, or weave through your legs. You can teach your cat all sorts of things. You really just need a really super tasty, motivating treat for your cat. Cats are often very food motivated and they will work for their food, as I mentioned as one of the first points in this video. Cats can be very highly trainable, especially when you start when they are young, but all ages and all stages of life, you can train your cat if they have the right motivation and if you have the patience and dedication. But training your cat can be a really great way to grow and strengthen your bond with your cat. Training really provides some great mental stimulation and encourages your cat to think, which increases their quality of life. So I hope this was helpful and that you take on some of these ideas and provide your indoor cat with the best quality of life possible for their happiness and their health. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.